Hello students, welcome to online classes of Shri Mahavir International School. In 6th class, in science subject, we were discussing the second chapter, components of the food. And in last video, we have discussed these things that vitamins, fat, carbohydrates. So now in this video students, in activity 5, we see that how we are able to know the presence of vitamin C. If you are eating the lemon, if you are eating orange, so it's mean you are taking the vitamin C. But how can we prove these things? So for test the presence of vitamin C in food samples, what you have to do, make a paste of any food items containing the starch. Paste means you have to simplify that food, and but it contains the starch. You have to boil it and add a few drops of iodine solution to the food samples. You have taken a food which contains the starch, you have added the iodine solution, and it will turn the blue black. In last activities we have discussed about it. To this add a few drops of lemon juice. Now you have to add some lemon juice in this food, and the blue black color will disappear. The blue black color has disappeared. How this thing happened? Because when you added that lemon, then the starch has destroyed, and the another thing like the vitamin C has taken the place of starch. Simply we can say this shows that lemon juice contains the vitamin C. So the lighter the color, more is the vitamin C and contained in the food samples. If it present the lighter color, then more is the vitamin C contained in the food sample. The next thing, minerals. Students, minerals are also required for our body because it gives us and it protects us from many disease, and for maintaining our body we must require the minerals. uh, like the vitamin, minerals are also required by the body, but in very small quantity, but is essential for the proper functioning of the body. Food items which contain the minerals are called the protective foods. Why do we call the protective food? Because these food protect us from the disease. Now here, sources and functions of some minerals. The major minerals we are going to discuss. Minerals, first mineral, that is iron. From where can we get this iron? Spinach, again palak, legume like pulses, okay. The juggery, in Hindi we can say any the substance which contain the sweet taste. Liver, banana, these are the food from which we can get the iron. And why this thing, why the iron is essential for? Is essential for the formation of hemoglobin in our blood. Hemoglobin is present and it responsible for the what, for transportation of oxygen. It forms the oxyhemoglobin when it bind with the molecule of oxygen. In further classes you will discuss, you will study these trends. So for the hemoglobin you require the iron. Next, the calcium, which present in the egg, milk, cheese and the meat, essential for the bones and the teeth. Phosphorus, cheese, milk, nuts and the ragi, it keeps our bones and the teeth healthy. Iodine, which present in iodine salt, that is table salt, fish and seafood, because it prevent goiter and keep the body healthy. Students, what is goiter? Have you seen any person? Let me draw a picture like, sorry, yeah, this person, yeah, this person, okay, and his neck has become swallowed, okay, like this. So, these symptoms, these symptoms in neck is called the goiter disease, and it has occurred due to the deficiency of iodine in our food. It occurs in thyroid glands, okay. In further classes you will study about this. Now it's a time to answer, students. Students, I have taught you many things. Now it's your turn to answer these questions. Simply two example you have to give, like food rich in vitamin C. What kind of foods are there which contain the vitamin C? You have to answer in these columns and whatever you see, but you have to fill this with only pencil. Always remember, students, don't spoil and destroy your book. Don't make dirty your book. And the second question, the food rich in animal protein, okay, food rich in plant fat, food rich in vitamin K, food rich in starch. What kind of foods are there? Okay, let me tell you one. Okay, first, food rich in vitamin C. So here you can, the lemon, you can write the lemon, orange. So therefore you have to answer. Other than these five nutrients, roughage and water are also essential for students. As we know, the water is most essential of body, because the human body which contain the 70 nearly 70% of water. And roughage means the food which cannot be digested by our body, but it's beneficial for us for the proper digestion, for preventing from the constipations, like. Now the roughage for proper digestion. As I told you, the proper digestion we require the roughage. Fiber present in the food we eat, that is called the roughage. Vegetable like the cabbage, carrot, spinach, like the apple, orange, peas, all grains, pulses, and these are rich source of fibers. And roughage has no nutrients value. As I told you that these food, okay, roughage food do not give us any kind of nutrients, but even that is essential. Why? Because it assist in the process of digestion. It helps the body to get the rid of undigested food. Strength, as I told you, it prevents us from the constipation. This is the major problem for human beings nowadays. And that it regulates the bowel movement and helps food to pass down the alimentary canal properly. Overall, it prevents from the constipation. Now hemoglobin strengths, as I told you about the hemoglobins, here again the hemoglobin is a red protein, okay, responsible for the transportation of oxygen. Now the fact 5, water loss from the body causes the dehydration, and during the dehydration blood becomes the thick and the causes the muscle pain and the cramp. Students, we must drink water as much as possible in large quantity, nearly 7 to 8 glasses, not 10, nearly 10 glasses you must drink the water every day, because each and every kind of a process and function of our body which depend on the presence of the water. And if there is a lack of water in our body, then you can suffer from the dehydration. Dehydration means the scarcity of water. And due to the dehydration, what happens? Our blood becomes thick and causes the muscles pain. In muscles you will feel pain and cramps. So how it prevents us from the dehydration? What? Water. Here, to prevent the dehydration, it is impossible for the living things survive without the water. As I told you student, the 70% of our body which contain the amount of water, H2O, the chemical formula. 70% of the human body is made up of the water, and it plays an important role in the digestion of food. But why do we require the water? Because the water is needed to transport the nutrients in the food in the body. Students, I told you that nutrients are essential for us, but the transportation of nutrients in our body is also very important, and for the transportation of nutrients we must require the amount of water. So this is the first point, the measure. And the second, water helps to maintain the constant body temperature. Body temperature, for the maintaining the body temperature we must require the water, and water also help to eliminate the waste out from our body in urine and the sweat form. Students, as we know that different kind of process occur in our body, and due to the different function, different process, some toxic and some waste substances generate in our body. So these waste, if the accumulation of these waste substances occur in our body, then it can harmful. So for the removing from our body these waste substances like the urine and the waste, sweat, okay, ammonia substances, urea from our body, the feces, freeze, which thing is required? Water, the presence of water. I hope you have understood the why the water is required for us. So here the we get the water from the liquid we drink. If you are taking the milk, juice, tea, it's mean ultimately you are taking the amount of water. Other fruits also, fresh fruits, vegetable which also contain the amount of water, nearly 2-3 liters of water you have to take every day. So 6 to 8 glasses of water every day. Okay, 6 to 8 glasses are you must drink every day of water. Students, now again it's time to answer. What is roughage? Give 4 example of foods with no fiber. Give one function of roughage. Write any one important role of water in our body. You have to answer this question in your science notebook, okay, in any rough notebook. Whenever when I will give you any assignment, any test, then you have to answer. Students, eat healthy and stay healthy. Yes, what do you understand by this line? If you eat the healthy food, then you will stay healthy. So to stay healthy, it is important to eat healthy food. So balanced diet, we talk about the balanced diet. Students, if you are eating the food and which contain the proper portion and proper amount of different kind of nutrients, it's mean you are taking the balanced diet. If you going to write the proper definition that so the food items that we eat during the day are called the diet, and to grow well and stay healthy, so it is essential to eat the food items from all major food groups in the right quantity. So the balanced diet is what? A diet that contain all nutrients, water and roughage in the proper proportion, that is called the balanced diet. For food, for food groups are part of a balanced diet. Here we are gonna we discuss. So here we will discuss the four type of food. First one, that is milk. Second, vegetable, fruit, and third, cereals, and fourth, protein. Why these food contain the balanced diet? So if we talk about the milk and milk product like the cheese and curd, These contain what? Fat, protein, minerals, carbohydrate, and the water. If you are eating the vegetable and the fruits, it means the vegetable, fruits, carbohydrate, vitamins, minerals, water. These are present in the vegetable and the fruits. Cereals like the rice, bread, chapatis, these contain the carbohydrate and the protein. What kind of food contain protein? Pulses, meat, beans, peas, and it provides us what? Major nutrients, protein and the fats. A balanced diet varies with age. Yeah, according to age it required. Age, sex, and the kind of work a person is done. For example, a growing child. I told you students about the protein. If you are a kid, if you are growing child, then and a pregnant woman which require the rich in rich diet of protein, as protein helps in building new cells. And if a person that is a laborer, okay, doing physical work which also require the carbohydrate, as he needs more energy. Yeah, of course, the labor who has to work very hard works, and for the hard work we must require the energy, and if you must require the energy, then you have to take what? Energy giving food, that is carbohydrate. So cooking food properly, some measures are there which we use while you are cooking the food. So cooking food properly to prevent the loss of nutrition, just things, these are the some points which we have to keep in our mind while we are cooking the food. So other than the eating a balanced diet, it is important to cook and food properly so that the nutrients present in the diet are not lost and destroyed in the process. Yeah, what kind of things we have to keep in our mind so that we can prevent the major nutrients in our food while we cook the food. So food should be cooked in the just the enough water. You have to add enough water in food so that the excess water does not have to be thrown away, as it contains the vitamins and minerals. Students, if we take the example of rice, you have cooked the rice. After cooking that rice, the extra water you will remove from that food. It means you are not removing the extra water, you are removing the vitamins and minerals from that food. So food should not be heated repeatedly. If you are heating again and again that food, it means the nutrients will be destroyed. Okay, so do not eat too much any food. The third things, vegetable and fruits should not be washed after the peeling and cutting them. If you have cut any kind of vegetable and the fruits, then do not wash after cutting, because it can lose the nutrients from this fruits and vegetables. Now the overeating leads to obesity. Students, we must require the food, but if you are eating too much food, then is it good? No, it's not good, it's a very bad thing. So do you like this shape of your body? I'm sure you do not like, because the person is suffering from obesity. So some people tends to overeat and eat a lot of the food items like the ice cream and the burgers, etc. So the excess intake of the food containing the fat and the especially junk foods leads to condition called the obesity. And obesity is a condition in our body which a person that gains a lot of weight. And if you are suffering from obesity, then obviously your weight will be increased. And An obese person becomes lazy and inactive and can suffer from the heart related problems. So always say no to junk food and eat a balanced diet and exercise regularly to stay healthy. So students, always eat the balanced diet because it will keep you healthy. Now, the undernutrition and malnutrition, the different, the what is difference between undernutrition and the malnutrition. See, undernutrition is the condition that result due to lower intake of food than the amount required by the body. Okay, if you require the 4 chapatis, but if you are eating only 2 chapatis, then you can suffer from the undernutrition because you are not providing the proper food to your body. And the second type, the malnutrition, means the imbalance of nutrition in the body result in the condition of malnutrition. Students, if you are eating any diet, any food, but that has a lack of proper nutrients, and so due to that condition you can suffer from malnutrition. Now it's time to answer. Only sorry simply true and the false, true and false, like this. First of all, you have to read the question. The roughage has high nutritive values. Is it true or false? Of course this is false. It does not contain the proper nutrients, so therefore you have to answer these question. Next, the deficiency disease. Students, tell me one thing. If you do not eat the balanced diet, so can you keep yourself fit and healthy? Obviously, and no. So, students, if you do not eat the proper balanced diet, then you can suffer from the deficiency disease. Fact 5. The government of India has started the midday meal scheme in schools. Midday meal, have you heard the name midday meal? In which in government school, that government provide the food to the childrens to prevent them from the malnutrition. Yes, and so many people in our country are not able to eat a balanced diet and hence they suffer from the several disease. What kind of disease are there? That is deficiency disease, are caused due to the lack of the some nutrients in our diet. So if the deficiency of the nutrients continue at a longer time, it results in disease. And deficiency disease are non-communicable disease. Non-communicable disease means it cannot spread person to person. And if you have suffered from, they can be cured by eating a balanced diet. And if a child has suffered from the deficiency of disease, so it can be cured by the balanced diet. So deficiency disease are called the nutritional disaster because there is a scarcity of nutrition. Here's some disease. Disease caused due to the deficiency of protein. If there is a lack of protein in your diet, then some examples of disease here, the kwashiorkor is the disease caused due to the deficiency of protein in your diet, and it occurs especially in children's. So it is a common among the children between the age of the 1 and the 5 years. Okay, such children show the stunt growth. It This disease affect your growth and have the thin limbs, okay, and scaly and dry skin and reddish hair and protruding the belly. Students, you can see a picture here. In this picture, the child is suffering from the kwashiorkor disease. This picture shows the disease. What kind of disease? kwashiorkor disease. This child is suffering from kwashiorkor disease. After the kwashiorkor disease, there is another disease which can cause due to the lack of protein and the carbohydrate. So Marasmus disease is a disease that occurs due to the deficiency of proteins and the carbohydrates in the diet. It generally affects the children below the age of 1 year, and a child suffering from the marasmus becomes very thin and lean, and has the dry and the wrinkled skin and the sunken eyes, and his ribs becomes very important, prominent. Students, the symptoms of disease you can see in this picture. Okay, this picture show this symptoms. This child, okay, which child? This child is suffering from the marasmus disease. You can see the thin limbs, the thin ribs. So students, you must eat the balanced diet so that you can prevent yourself from the different deficiency disease. Here a table in which uh, you can see that deficiency of vitamin A. Okay, then what can occur the deficiency of vitamin A? Night blindness. And in night blindness, what happens? You are unable to see in dim light. And vitamin B, the deficiency of vitamin B means beriberi disease, weak muscle, loss of the weight, and appetites. Appetite means sometimes you feel that you are not hungry. Okay, this is vitamin C. If you are suffering from lacking vitamin C and deficiency of vitamin C, then there is scurvy disease, bleeding gums, and loses teeth. These are the symptoms. Therefore, you can see the vitamin D, rickets disease, blow legs, bending of bones, development of a pigeon chest, iron, anemia, pale looks, and iodines, goiter disease, enlargement of the thyroid glands, calcium, the decay of tooth and the bones become the weak and teeth decays, sodium, potassium, body and muscles become weak, weakness in body and the dehydration, fluorine, tooth decay, increase in tooth decay, and the phosphorus rickets and the bones become soft and bent. So it's overall students, I can tell you that in first column there is a name of vitamin and minerals, and in second column the disease which can occur due to the lack of these vitamin and minerals, and in third column there are symptoms of these disease. Students, again it's time to answer. Fill in the blanks. First, second, third, A, B, C, D, E. In these columns, you have to fill the right answer. Next, terms. Students, you must learn these terms, that what is the nutrition, roughage, balanced diet, undernutrition, malnutrition, and deficiency disease. So students, here these, and now I know that uh, uh, after studying this chapter, now you are know these lines. You must read one by one these, and here some questions you have to solve with the help of pencil, MCQs. Okay, okay, these are the worksheet based questions, so you can solve with the help of pencil, like the fill in the blanks and circles, QR, and match the following, rewrite the following sentence. Okay students, the chapter has been completed.